Hello and welcome back everyone. This is now actually turning into a two-part series. The painting you are looking at right now is my dried piece from my Shelley Art Bloom inspired video, which went up last Sunday or a few Sundays ago, depending on when I air this video. As you can see, when it dried it cracked, and the cracks were quite wide. I spent a couple of days looking at it, trying to work out what I could do, and some of the colours also faded. And I thought about it, and then I thought, I'm going to have a go at embellishing over it. I'd always intended on going over the colours because they were a little bit faint. And I thought, well, why not? Like, it's got the cracks. It was fine with the cracks, but I just thought, let's see if I can take it to the next level. So I got out my Pigma Micron pen, which is a really, really fine archival ink pen that I have bought, and I love it. You can use really, really fine work with it, or you can do really, really dark lines with it. And I'll probably buy some more of these in different sizes, but this one was my first purchase and it was worth the money. I've definitely used it quite a lot. So when I started this, I actually wasn't videoing it, and then I sent a photo to one of my YouTube friends, Nathan Linzel from The Fine Art of Distraction. If you haven't seen his channel, go out and check him out. He's pretty cool, does some great stuff, and he's a fellow Aussie. And he said to me, I hope you're videoing that. And I went, no. And he said, well, you should be. So I am now videoing from where I left off. So sit back and relax and enjoy. I will try and explain some of the parts here for you when I get to it, but most of it is pretty self-explanatory, and it just takes a long process. Like you have to have the patience to sit and do this, but I actually find it quite relaxing just sitting and watching your painting transform from what you thought might have been a failure into something that now I'm actually looking at right now, and it's beautiful. It's dried beautifully, and I'm very impressed with it.
Where's Min?
So you can actually see just where I'm working right now some of the larger cracks, and I just very, very faintly start filling them in with some line work and then looking back and seeing what it looks like. I move on. I tend to work all over the canvas at the same time. I don't cover the entire canvas with my pen. I put pen marks where I think it would actually be the best spot for them. It helps you give it a little bit more depth as well, and I did use some of those cracks to create depth in the painting.
Where's Finn? Where's Finn?
All up, time-wise, this probably took me about 2 or 3 hours. I did stop, look at it, walk away, do a couple of things, and then come back to it. I was just very cautious not to overdo it. I didn't want to make it too fake, and I wanted to work on the lines I already had and just bring them out a little bit more.
Where's Finn?
As I said at the beginning, I actually put a layer of my pigments over this before I did my line work, and you will see as I'm doing the line work it comes up a lot darker. Alright, this is where I stop. I've decided I've done enough. And now I'm going to put the pigments over it very, very lightly so it doesn't blend. The pigments I used in this, just to remind you all, was Eye Candy Pigments and This Little Piggies. My eye candies were Blue Orchid Eye Candy, which is a dark blue, and I had another one. Maybe it was just the one. Oh no, I took it out. It was Macaw, but I didn't use it in the final painting. My piggies are Crescendo, Flamingle, Frost, and Rosé, and the yellow is a submarine from This Little Piggy. They work beautifully together, and I'm really enjoying working with the pigments. I've just got to now master how to get the bloom technique not to crack. As you can see, it's a really light layer that I'm putting over, and I do put my colours over each other where they're blending and where they've made their own colour. So right where I'm working now is the submarine and the frost that have blended in together, and they've created this really pretty green colour. The rosé also did that with the yellow, creating an orange, and my flamingo and crescendo, because it's on a white base, they're not really doing their full colour shift, but they're still beautiful just on their own.
Where's Finn?
Alrighty, here's a flyover. You can see the cracks, but my pen work has definitely hidden them and made them blend in a lot more with the actual painting, or the pigments themselves. I'm, as I said, really happy with how this turned out. I hope this video helped anyone who's had a cracked painting and thought it was a complete fail. And I hope I've inspired you to get out there and try. You never know what you might get.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Here it is. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that colour shift. So that is flamingo down the side. I put on the Mars black, and then up here in the white I put the Whitehaven TLP over the top to give it that gold shimmer and just a little bit of, you know, pizzazz to go with everything else. I hope that's in focus. Now I'm going to leave this to cure and let it sit, and then I'll put a varnish over the top. and I am super happy with this one. I think it's turned out beautifully, and I just couldn't show you the proper colours without putting my ugly face on the camera. So you get a bonus bit at the end. Thanks for watching this two-part series. I don't normally do two-part series. I'm sorry this one is a little bit long and maybe a little bit tedious to look at and watch in some parts, but some people like that, so I've put everything in as much as I could. Obviously I cut down a lot of hours, but I think this shows the end product and I am super happy with it. I think it's beautiful. If anyone wants it, let me know, but I might end up keeping this one because it's a special one. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.
Where's Finn?
Oh, don't I look intelligent? This at the same time. I hope you can see it. I can. It's in there. All right. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.